Alrighty then. We've talked a bit about globalization and our plan for understanding the planet. And we even talked a little bit about the left versus the right. But you actually have to take a college course on all this crap now. So how's this going to work for you, the students in world regions? AKA, how do I get my A? Because I know that's what most of you are really asking yourselves right now. You're in college. You're actually here to learn and expand your mind. But I know you still think you have to have this A or the world's going to end. All right, well, I want you all to get an A, and I think you all can get an A. And I'm going to give you every opportunity to earn that A. So let's talk about how to get an A in this course. For starters, this is a kind of an experimental hybrid online course. It is an online course, so there are no meeting times. But point one for especially incoming freshmen to pay attention to here is that this is an unconventional way to earn a grade in a class, especially those just out of high school where they've never done anything like this before. It's a point accumulation experience, meaning it's kind of at your own pace. And your grade for this class is entirely in your own hands. More on that in a second, but suffice to say for right now, you get points for doing stuff. You don't get points just for taking a midterm and final. In fact, we don't even have one. You get points for doing work every week. And as you do that work, you accumulate points up to a certain a limit that you get an A or a B or a C or an F if you don't decide to do any work. More on that in a sec, though. Point two, we're going to try to incorporate as much crazy social media, social networking as possible to give you, the students, a voice in what's going on in this class and Q&A time and office hours online and all this stuff so that you feel like you're just not watching a TV screen, although there will be a lot of that, too, with pre-recorded videos that I have going on in this class. Point three is that this shizzle is going to be broadcast from on-site all over the planet. It's a class about the world brought to you from the world. Because I'm on a boat this semester, friends. Now, I ain't on one yet, but I'm actually leaving this semester here in another week. I'll be here for the first week of classes hanging out in awesome Blacksburg, Virginia. Here at Virginia Tech, home of the Fighting Hokies. But then I'm flying to Scotland and then to London to get on a boat that's going around the planet, and I'm going to be creating short videos to answer questions that you all have about the places that I'm going, or about major themes of those areas, or about current events, and those videos will become part of class content that I'll even maybe give you some points for taking a quiz on. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let me back it back up. Usually the questions that people ask right from the get-go prior to the semester launch is, what books do I gotta buy? Do I have to do anything for this class? Do I have to pay any money? Because I already paid tuition, so I shouldn't have to pay anything else. I know, it sucks. We're all getting overcharged, and you're all overpaying for tuition and fees and books, which is the little thing that we're getting to this class. Yes, you got a book. It's this crazy, whack, wild book called The Plaid Avengers World, and the one you need is the 8th edition, the Masks and Mayhem in the Middle East edition. And I do love this cover. It's one of my more favorite covers we've done. See the ISIS attacking there in the middle? Yeah, you're going to read all about it. It's a whole special chapter just on the role of ISIS in the Middle East and the mayhem they're causing. But yes, you do need this book because this 8th edition, produced in 2015, hot off the presses, the Plaid Avengers World Masks and Mayhem edition has this access code in it that you need to get into the course management site. You must have a book with an unused access code in it so that you can get onto this course management site so that you can do all the quizzes, all the exams, all the grades, everything is done through that Moodle site. And that's resource 2. We have an online course management system that goes through that book. And when you get the book on the inside front cover, it'll give you instructions on how to get to that Moodle site. If you buy the ebook online, they will email you a document with those instructions and your access code to get online. And as I've now suggested, the entire course is really run through this Moodle site, moodle.plaidavenger.com. Now I say that all of the grading, all of the work you do for this course is run through this Moodle site. All of the videos, all of the content, it's up for free. It's on YouTube or Vimeo or my own personal Plaid Avenger website. You can share that with family and friends. You can have your folks see every second of the instruction that you're getting in this World Regions class, and you can watch those videos from anywhere on planet Earth. You could access this Moodle site to take your quizzes from anywhere on planet Earth, but the point is, all of the content that you're going to watch and absorb in this class is all out there on out in the digital world for free. But you do have to pay to get on this site so that your identity is protected, so that we have oversight over your grades, so that we can manage your grades, so that we know that you're taking the quizzes, all that stuff. Everything's done through that Moodle site. Cool? Now, as I suggested, they're going to send you the instructions are printed on the inside front cover of the textbook if you buy a paper copy. They will email you the instructions if you buy the ebook. There is a typo in, I think, maybe both areas. There, at the top of the instructions in the textbook, it says, VT students, don't use this. Your instructor will mail you something else. That's a typo from a couple editions ago, so just ignore that. Those instructions in the book and the instructions that they will mail you if you buy the ebook are the correct instructions, even if it says VT students, don't use this. Have no idea how the heck that happened. One last heads up on this. You do need to, you must enter your real name, your Virginia Tech PID, and your Virginia Tech student number whenever you go to register for that site. And you need to do that because we have to tie that back into the Virginia Tech system at the end of the semester. So if you put in fake information or the wrong student number, it won't match back up with your real identity at Virginia Tech. So at the end of the semester, when we go to input your grades, your stuff won't match up and you won't get a grade and you'll be a sad panda with an F. And so we don't want that. So make sure you put in the correct information when you log on to that site, and that is your VT PID and your VT student number. No nicknames, no. However you registered for class at Virginia Tech, that's the stuff, the data that you need to input in there. And so this Moodle site has weekly book quizzes and video quizzes and current events quizzes. Again, every quiz that you take, all that content is on this site, and of course it is protected. Your identity and your information are all protected there, and it is managed by a very secure site. Third resource we have is a free website chock full of fun, and that would be, of course, plattavenger.com. That is the website built specifically for this course. This is a content site. So plattavenger.com is this content. Moodle.plattavenger, that's all your quizzes. Plattavenger.com just has all sorts of crazy fun stuff up there, including all the video lectures that are already pre-recorded for you to watch or housed through there, as well as other flash quizzes and current events quizzes that I've done, or podcasts, I should say, from semesters past. And there's stuff up there if you're interested in world leaders. There's world leader bios up there. There's even something called the International Interview, where I used to interview international students from here on campus, and you can listen to people from all over planet Earth who have come through the halls of Virginia Tech that we did some pre-recording interviews with. But the main thing when you go to that plattavenger.com site is if you, right when you get to the main page and you pan over, past the forum and leaders and interview all the way to the left-hand side, you see videos, little videos tab. And if you mouse over that, it'll pop down Plattcast and Professor Lectures. The Plattcast we'll get to in a little bit. Professor Lectures, that's again where most of the pre-recorded stuff that we already have good to go for you to watch, learn from, and then take quizzes on is all located there. And if you're to click on that Professor Lectures, you'll see that, hey, there's a hilarious picture of me with a tweed jacket on and a pipe. That's my professor look. And what you see here is some hot linked topics of full lectures that you'll be using in this class. And not all of them are hot linked, obviously. I haven't finished all this stuff. But what you'll be watching in week one is that one that's hot linked called Intro. And you click on Intro and it'll take you to another page that has a series of smaller 15 to 20 minute videos that you'll watch in order. And that's the lectures. And roughly you'll watch 2 to 3 hours of lecture a week via this site, via this pre-recorded videos on a variety of topics that are covered, some in the textbook and some that are not. Some that are just about planet Earth. And then you go take quizzes on it. See how this is all working? By the way, all these lectures are also available on iTunes for those that are Apple savvy and like to listen to stuff on the go. So that's the plattavenger.com site. Lots of other stuff up there that you don't necessarily need for the course, but everything you need for the course to watch, it's on that site as well, and a host of other things. Now, resource 4 we have is something we call the online office hours via Ustream. free service, although ads do pop up. So there are certain ways you can block the ads on Ustream, and those are in the syllabus. But we will try to use Ustream as often as possible this semester, even though I physically will not be on campus / in the state / in the country / even on this continent. I will try to sporadically get online and notify everybody and say, hey, if you want to join me for an office hour chat, I may be in Greece or South Africa or in the Panama Canal, but if I have a good internet connection, I'll tap on the Ustream and send out a notification saying, hey, you can join me to chat about anything you like, a little Q&A throughout this semester. Okay, that is the resources. That's the places where you find the content, where you find the quizzes, where you can find some online interaction via Ustream. But what stuff do you actually have to do to get your A? Because, again, you got to get your A. I have to get an A, so I'm a good student, and I graduate with a good degree, and I get a good job, and I make lots of money, and I buy a good house, and then I get married and have kids, and I pick a fence and a Hummer and all that stuff, and live happily ever after. Well, I can't help you with all that stuff, but here's how you can make the best grade in this particular college course called World Regions. As I suggested at the opener, this is a point accumulation system. It's no all or nothing. I'm going to give you 3 tests and I'm going to grade you, or I'm going to give you 1 paper and I'm going to grade you on that 1 thing, and that's your grade. No. I'm going to provide you with more stuff than you could possibly do, more stuff than you're going to want to do. All of it's worth points, and you just keep working as hard as you can to earn more points. The harder you work, the more points you earn, and the better your grade gets. Kind of like life. It's funny how that works. The harder you work, the more you earn, the better your life gets. My grandfather used to have a saying about that. It was about luck. He would say, someone would say, hey, good luck. And he's like, yeah, that's the funny thing about luck. The harder I work, the luckier I get. True. Great words of advice, Pappy. Still remember that stuff. But let me get back to the World Regions. How do you earn points to get that grade you want in this class? The World Regions point breakdown is that we have 6 different things this semester. I'm looking at the syllabus right now myself. 6 different major categories of assignments that you can do. Each thing is worth points, and there are each one of these things kind of happens weekly. Now, some of them are different assignments that you don't have to do at all, but the majority of points happen weekly. There are things worth points that you can do week in and week out throughout the entire semester. And you maybe take some book quizzes this week, and you also watch some videos. You can take some quizzes on that, and maybe you watch a film and you take a quiz on that. And if you do well enough, you earn points on all those things that keep getting tallied up in your point total column that you can see on Moodle. And once you get above 1,350 points, that's what we call an A. You're done in the class. Just to pass the class with a D, you need a minimum of 1,030 points. See how this is working now? Before anybody even asks here in another month or 2, someone will figure out, hey, you've offered so many points. I already have an A, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I already have 1,400 points, and we're not even on Thanksgiving break yet. Does that mean I'm done? Yes, it does. Once you buy a prize, it's yours to keep. Once you've earned those points, I ain't taking them back. With a caveat on that too, but let me break it down for you, the individual things that you will be doing to earn points. There are 3, count them 3, major ways you can earn a ton of points in this World Regions course. The first one is the weekly book reading quiz. Every week, starting the 2nd week of class, we'll give you a little leeway on week 1, but starting the 2nd week of class, every week for 13 weeks that we have this semester, there is a weekly book quiz that is active. The book has about 26 chapters, 13 quizzes. You do the math. Each quiz is about 2 chapters. So the very first quiz is on chapters 1 and 2. You go read chapters 1 and 2. You go on to Moodle. You click, I want to take this quiz, and you go take the quiz. It's probably 30 questions. You get 30 points for it. Each one of those book quizzes is worth up to a total of 30 points. 13 quizzes, 30 points. You can earn 390 points just doing the book quizzes week in and week out. Hold on. I'm going to make it even tougher. For the book quizzes, I'm going to let you take them as many times as you want. Just keep taking them over and over and over again. So if you only get 20 points out of 30 the first time you take it again. You only get 25 points out of 30, take it again. You get 30 out of 30, stop. You're good to go. You should achieve the maximum number of points on every single one of the book reading quizzes. And I'm doing this for the first time ever as well. I'm putting all of the book reading quizzes active and open on day one. As of right this second, you could start reading the book and taking those quizzes as fast as you want to go. You could finish reading the whole book and taking every quiz and earn every point by next week. If you want to, if you got the time to. Here's one of the tricks though. They're not open all semester. They're all open right this second. All 13 quizzes good to go. Go for it if you want. But every week, one of them is due. So quiz 1 on chapters 1 and 2 is due at the end of week 2, and on Friday at 5 o'clock, it goes away. The quiz 2 is the following Friday. At 5 o'clock the following Friday, it goes away. So you can't wait until the last day of the semester to take all 13 quizzes. You can take all 13 quizzes on day 1. You can't take any of the 13 quizzes on the last day of class. See how I do that? I space it out for you. So work ahead if you want, just don't get behind. And here's some other little trick about this. Most things on a weekly basis are due Friday at 5 p.m. And I know some of you are thinking, what? I gotta work Friday at 5 p.m.? Oh man, this guy's cramping my weekend party style. I don't want to take a quiz at 4 p.m. on Friday. And here's my answer to that. Don't! The quizzes are open all the time, starting right now. They're open so you can take them Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 1 p.m., Sunday at 2:30 a.m., Tuesday at 1 p.m., take them anytime you want. But the slackers will wait till the last day and then complain that they have to work on Friday. And you know who's to blame for that? Is it the crappy teacher? Is it the boss it's the man making you work on Friday? No, that's who's to blame if you wait till Friday at 5 o'clock to start taking these quizzes. And you'll fail at them, by the way, if you wait till Friday at 5 o'clock. Here's another tip about the book quizzes that has been passed down from smart student to smart student, generation after generation of world regions, that folks from previous semesters have said, Boyer, dude, please tell the students in classes of the future this one trick that will make their life so much easier. And I'm like, really? Wow, what's this trick? Boyer, dude, tell students of the future to just read the chapters. And I'm like, what? What do you mean just read it? Of course they read the chapters before they take the quiz. And what I've come to learn is no. Students are clever. They think they're clever. And so they are going to scam as much as possible. And if I've now told you, you can take the quiz as many times as you want. So the supposedly clever students say, oh, well, I'm not going to read nothing. Reading takes time. That's hard. I'm just going to go click buttons. Click, click, click. I'll go activate the quiz and click buttons. And I'll figure out which ones I got right and which ones I got wrong, and I'll redo the quiz. And then I'll get more right and figure out the ones I got wrong, and I'll take it again. And I'll just click buttons. I'll just click buttons and get all the answers. Here's the deal. You get 30 questions at a time on those quizzes, but it's not just 30 questions in the entire question pool. So you go in to cheat, you don't read the chapter, you click, 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 click. Figure out the ones you got right, and then you hit retake quiz, and you have 30 different questions. And some people will persist. Click, 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 click. I'm still just going to cheat. I'm still just going to figure out which one's right. Click, 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 click. You do that, by all means. I encourage you to cheat on an open book, open notes, take as many times as you want quiz. Oh, did I fail to tell you it's open book? Go for it. Take it with friends. I don't care. The people who persist in cheating, just want to click buttons, will end up spending hours clicking buttons and going through the entire database of hundreds of questions and learning a lot. But They could have read the chapter in about 30 minutes and done the quiz in 5. So it's up to you. I mean, if you got it, if you just feel better in life about cheating, then I guess go for it. But you're burning up your own time, and you're going to read a lot more than you need to if you just do the assignment as it's supposed to be done. You read a couple chapters, you go take the quiz once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times till you get a pretty high score. Is that cool? Again, at the end of the day, you should have 390 points. You should get perfect score on all those quizzes. It's open book, open notes, open friends. Take as many times as you want. Yeah, you should get all 30 times 13. That's 390 points. You should boom, 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 right there in your pocket. You're a third of the way to passing the course just doing that. So that's the #1 way to earn points is the book reading quizzes that are open all right this second, but one starts disappearing a weekly Friday at 5 p.m. The second huge way to earn points is the video lecture quizzes, as I pointed out on the plutavenger.com site over professor lectures. And I will send you links to all these things every week, by the way. Every week I'll say, okay, you'll watch 1.5 to 2.5 to 3 hours of video. And then once you watch the video, take notes, watch the videos as many times as you want. Then go take a quiz on that video lecture on specific ones. And it'll be, again, very outlined. It'll say, you know, International Organizations Quiz 8 is on these 4 videos. So you go watch those 4 videos, you go take the quiz. Cool? Here's what's a little trickier about those. They're also due Friday at 5 p.m. and they'll be active throughout the week. So a series of video lecture quizzes will become active Friday at 7 p.m. and they'll be available till the following Friday at 5. But with the video lecture quizzes, they are 1 attempt only. 1 attempt only. So be sure to really watch the videos, take good notes, discuss it with your friends, do whatever you want to do. Then when you go to take your 1 attempt sometime throughout the week, it is a timed quiz, and again, it'll notify you how much time you have, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how long the quiz is. But they are timed, and you only get 1 shot at them. It's all or nothing on those. And to ensure that folks just don't click buttons to think they're going to get points for doing nothing, there's a 50% threshold on those, meaning if you can't score more than half correct on the quiz, your points get wiped out. So if you get 60% right, then you get your 60% of the points for that quiz. Add it onto your quiz grade, and you're good to go. If you only score 45% on that quiz, they'll show up until the quiz is deactivated, but then your score gets wiped out. That makes sense? So you might have been like, oh, I only got 5 right on this. I lose the points that I would have got for that. Oh, I got all 10 correct, 10 out of 10. Yes, you get your points. So this is done so that you kind of take it seriously. Watch the stuff, pay attention. Again, you can do it open notes with friends and family, but take it seriously. Know your stuff before you go into the quiz because you only got 1 shot at it. Only got 1 shot at those. And so that's the #2 way to earn a lot of points. I don't even know how many points will be available for the video quiz lectures yet because I might even create some new ones before the semester is over. As of right now, it's something like 550, 600, 700 points worth of video quizzes are out there. So again, you start adding this stuff up and already you're like, whoa, I can get pretty close to 1,000 points just taking all these quizzes. And you can. The third big way to earn points in this course is brand new. I have not done this in the past. This could be a tremendous failure, but I don't think so. I think you're going to dig it. I'm doing it because students have embraced it and liked it so much when I've experimented with it in past semesters. And that is international film. For the first time in a long time, I'm going to show you a film a week. An international cinema selection from one of the world regions around the planet that you'll be studying this semester. We'll have a film for the week. The whole film list is already up. It's posted on Moodle. It's in Appendix C of your syllabus. You can take a look at all the films that are up there. And each film, much like the video lecture quizzes, there'll be 1 assigned a week. Unlike the video lecture quizzes, okay, there's only a 24-hour window to take those film quizzes. You can watch film whenever you want. In fact, you will watch an intro that I give to the film, a 15 to 20 minute intro where I set the geographic and historical stage. Then you'll go watch the video, and you do this all by yourself, by the way, or in groups or with friends on a computer screen projected to a wall or on your phone, whatever turns people on. People really watch a movie on a phone? Freaking crazy. But do it if you want to. So you'll watch the intro that I give, then you'll watch the film, then you'll watch an outro, a short outro where I summarize the film. And once you do that, you're ready to go. And the quiz for that film will only be active for a 24-hour window. And I believe we have that currently set at Wednesday noon until 24 hours later on Thursday noon. So I'm trying to make it like Wednesday night at the movies. Get together with friends and family and hang out and watch the film, to watch the intro together, watch a film together, watch the outro, discuss the film, Q&A each other, take notes, and then go take the quiz because it'll be active in that 24-hour window. Like the video lecture quizzes, though, it is one attempt. It is timed, and the time is short. It's usually only 10 questions. And this is super tough challenge because it's a 70% threshold in order to keep your points on the video, on the international cinema quizzes. Tough stuff. In other words, you really have to pay attention. You really have to watch the film with a critical eye. You cannot have the film playing in the background while you're doing porn or eBay or whatever the heck is people do. Yik yak. If you think that you are a multitasker, that's nice, but you're wrong. You will eventually come to that conclusion on your own in life. But if you have multiple things going and the movie is one of them, you won't pass the quiz. And I'm not saying this to be a hard ass. I'm saying it because I really want people to get engaged with the film and watch it. And I do encourage group play on this. I might even give bonus points for folks that get together and organize a movie party with 10 or 20 students. You all sit and watch it together and chat about it together. Take the quiz together. I don't care. I just want you to enjoy some stuff, learn some stuff about different parts of the world, and have a good time while you're learning. And then go take the quiz and get some points. So one attempt, a 24-hour window for each quiz, one film a week, 24-hour window for the quiz. One attempt, a probably very short time to take the 10-question quiz, 70% threshold. Man, this is not playing around. That is some tough stuff. I won't lie, but here's the catch. Each one of them is worth 30 points. Booyah! You can earn up to 300 points on these film quizzes throughout the semester. Now, I'm going to show 13 or 14 films. I say you can max out at 300 points. Meaning, you can watch more than 10. Let's say you watch 10 films, but you didn't score perfect in all of them, so you only have like 280 points. By all means, go watch another. You can watch as many films as you want, but we will max you out at about exactly 300 points. This is the max you can earn, okay? Some of you will earn a lot less. Some of you might earn more, but we figure if you do all the quizzes and pay attention, do them in a prepared manner with friends and hanging out and paying attention, that you should get all 300 points watching 11 or 12 films. Bing, bing. People love these films, by the way. Okay, not everybody loves every film. Film is a very opinionated thing. People love this film and other people despise that same film. But I guarantee you'll find one or two in this mix that really, really float your boat. And you're like, wow, I'm really glad I watched that even though I had to read subtitles. All right, so those are the three major ways to earn points in our World Regions class. There are also three minor ways. Although one of them may turn major, I don't know. The minor ways is, the other thing listed on the syllabus is flash quiz. The flash quizzes are, I just invented this stuff a few years ago. Flash quizzes are sporadic, erratic, and automatic. They're posted with very short windows of opportunity to take them. Of course, I will alert you when I create one and throw it up there online throughout the semester. So you really have to stay connected, pay attention to your emails. If you see an email from me and it says flash in the message line, that means something's going on and you should probably go read it. The way these work are, these are the ones that I'm going to be creating as I'm touring the world. And I hope to mostly do it on topics that you suggest to me. So if somebody asks a question about immigration in Greece while I'm in Greece, I'll try to do a quick podcast on it, 15 to 25 minutes, and then I'll throw it up online and say, flash quiz alert, this video just got posted and you have 12 hours to watch it and take a quiz on it. The quiz will be active at this 12-hour window. Go. Now, I almost hesitate to do this too many times because you're already getting now piled on with a lot of work, and I send out emails every week about all the stuff that's due this week. This will be an email flash alert that just kind of happens whenever I get one done. So I don't want to bog you down with too much to do, but people genuinely enjoy these flash quizzes as well, and they're worth points. They're worth anywhere from 15 to 20 or 25 points, depending on how tough they are. So I don't even know how many points those would be worth by the end of the semester. I shoot for trying to do one a week while I'm gone. But I don't know, maybe I do 3, 4, or 5. I don't want you to get inundated. I don't want you to hate this class because there's too much stuff to do. But it's just another opportunity. Remember, keep in mind, all of these things I've mentioned thus far are opportunities. In fact, hold on to that thought. I'll come back to it. Just tell you the other two real quick. There's the other minor way to earn point is called Twitter. You can pretend to be a world leader, an actual real-life world leader, and tweet as them throughout the semester. All of the instructions for that are in the syllabus. You can earn up to 200 points doing that. But you got to like Twitter because it's an everyday thing. Yeah, that's right. Every day of the semester, tweeting as, say, Chancellor Angela Merkel of Germany or our Prime Minister David Cameron of the United Kingdom. So that's up to you, and the instructions are in the syllabus. It's not for the meek. And it's not for people who hate Twitter, but it's an alternative assignment that can be worth a lot of points if you're up for working every day. The other point opportunity is what we call outside event papers. You can do one paper throughout the semester on anything that's happening on campus. There's always lots of great international things happening, like festivals and, say, art exhibits or music from around the globe. The only caveat is that it has to be something that is international in scope, not from the United States. You know what, probably not from Europe either, but anything that's going on around campus, even a speaker from Zimbabwe, sure, that would count if you want to go to the event and write a paper about it. The instructions are in the syllabus for that as well. Now, I've come back to that caveat I said about opportunities. Please keep in mind, you do not have to do every single thing that is posted up for this class. I've already now told you. We may have 2,000, 2,200, 2,400 points worth of opportunities given to you this semester. That's like almost twice what you need to get an A. And I do that on purpose because I want people to do the things that interest them. I think you should do the book reading because it's a lockbox and you should get all those points. I think you should watch most, if not all, the video lectures. I think you should watch some films, but maybe you just really hate film. Well, that's fine. Don't do that. Maybe go to Twitter or go to a paper. So what this is doing is, yes, it seems a little heavy because there's a lot of things you can do, but keep in mind you don't have to do them all. And especially people early on in the semester get aggravated when I start hitting you with flash quizzes. And students who don't understand the system are like, I don't have time to do a quiz in the next 12 hours. I've got chemistry homework due, and this class sucks, and I hate you, professor. And I'm like, hey now. You do realize it's all optional. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't really hate you. And I'd say thank you. Do keep in mind, everything is optional, but you got to do something. Right? I had a student several years ago when I started doing this system who did nothing all semester, and they said, you said everything was optional, so I opted not to do nothing. Okay, you can't take it that far. You got to do a mix of this stuff, but you don't have to do everything. Do more when you have weeks that afford you more time and opportunity. To do more work for this class. Do more when you come across topics or things that really interest you more. Again, if you're really into film, do more film. If you're really into outside events, go do one of those. If you're really into Twitter, do that. But you don't got to do it all, okay? That's how you can earn tons and tons and tons of points, though. Again, if you just do the first three, the book reading, video lectures, and a lot of films, or some films, or most of the films, you're done. That's pretty much an A. Everything else just starts to be layering on excess points. So do it at your own speed. Get the points you want. When you get the grades you want, stop and chill out for the rest of the semester in World Regions. Now, having said that, there are a couple of other ways to earn points, what we call the wild card options. And the wild card options, and they are wild, are that this has been a perennial favorite that probably shouldn't got me fired a long time ago. But another way that you possibly, doubtful, but possibly can earn points is something we call the World Leader Death Watch. Oh, it's so morbid. And so what I will have you all do in the next couple weeks is, as you start to learn about what's going on in the world and learn world figures and people in charge, this class, your class, will select a new world leader death board. We'll choose 9 world leaders that are currently in charge of something somewhere. Could be heads of states, prime ministers, chancellors, presidents. Could be heads of terrorist organizations. Could be important people that are head of a religion or something. But you're going to pick the 9 people that you think may not survive fall semester 2015. And if any of these folks were to perish during the semester, we will cross them off the board. Here is the board that last year's class picked. And they actually got a win right off the bat. The King of Saudi Arabia died the day classes started. So as each world leader dies, if a world leader dies, we will cross them off. And if throughout the semester, any 3 in a row, either across, up and down, or diagonally, make a line of death, then it's bonus points for everyone in the class. 200 points for a completed world leader death card. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe, but with death. Now, before anybody thinks this is too wildly morbid and you're going to drop this class, this guy's crazy. It really does. People get engaged in this because it does make you pay attention to who are these people, who is in charge of the planet, and you will follow them a lot more in terms of, oh, is this person getting ready to die because they're really old? Or more likely, is this person getting ready to die because they're in a war zone? Or this president's under threat of being executed? Yes, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you that even being thrown from office, being physically thrown from office, will count as a strike on the death watch. So we've had President al-Assad of Syria on the death watch for 3 years now, and I can't believe he's still there. But if he gets thrown from power, even if he doesn't die, we'll count that. Is that cool? Okay. So any 3 leaders in a row die, 200 points for the whole class. Now, if I find out that anyone currently in this class has played a hand in the demise of one of these world leaders during the semester, extra credit. Bam! Did he just go there? He just went there. Now, that's the more morbid, possible way to earn points in this class, although I really wouldn't bank on it. Just got to be honest. Don't wait around and not do work thinking that that's going to happen, because it never has in 20 years of me teaching. But here's another fun way you could earn points that's slightly less lethal. And that is, for the first time ever, I'm devising what I'm going to call our own Virginia Tech version of Where's Waldo, me being Waldo. So I'm going to, every week, post a picture of me from somewhere on campus, and possibly an alternative picture of me somewhere on planet Earth. And whoever can figure out exactly where I'm at on campus and duplicate the picture by putting themselves exactly at that site and place, taking a picture of themselves, will win some bonus points throughout the semester and possibly a plaid package of fun at semester's end. I can play an international version of this if you like as well, where I take a picture of me somewhere on planet Earth and you just have to figure out where it's at. Now, that'll be much tougher, of course. I can't ask you to recreate the picture with yourself in it if I'm in Senegal, but I will try, if you like, to choose some photos that have some sort of distinctive hint that places me somewhere. And for the first 5 or 10 people that can correctly identify it, we'll throw some bonus points your way for that as well. How about that? I've never done it before. So you tell me if that's a good idea, or if I'm just a complete goober, which I am, so I already know that. So that's kind of it. 3 major ways to earn points, 3 minor ways to earn points, 2 wildcard ways to earn points, and it's up to you how you want to earn those points and how hard you want to work week to week. Do keep in mind that things disappear every week. All of these things, the books, the videos, even the films, these things are scheduled. so that you can do them now, but you can't do them at the last week of the semester. Everything disappears. All those due dates will be emailed to you every Friday afternoon with the impending week's work and the deadlines for it and all that other stuff. Crazy stuff like flash quizzes or Where's Waldo, those will just will be sent out to you sporadically whenever they get created. Okay, that's how we roll in the world regions. To reiterate the grade breakdown, 390 points for books, for book reading quizzes. Another 500 to 600 to 700 for video lecture quizzes. Up to 300 for film quizzes. An undisclosed number of points for flash quizzes. An undisclosed number of points for Twitter or outside event papers or the Death Watch. It's up to you and to what all of that stuff that you want to do. You can check the syllabus to see the complete breakdown for every single grade, but off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it's over 1,350 points will earn you an A, and it's about 1,200 points to earn a B, and 1,030 points to earn a D, and everything else falls somewhere in between. Having said that, if you want to keep earning points and keep learning and keep doing more stuff, every semester, whoever earns the top 10 point earners in the class will receive a special top secret Plaid Avenger prize package at the end of the semester. So you can get to 1350 and stop and get your A and you have other work to do for other classes. Cool. Cool with me. But if you want to press on to try to become the top 10 point earners in total, then you have something else to work for as well. So how can you get the easy A? And people do say this class is an easy A. Oh, Boyer's class is an easy A. And I'm like, good. It's not really up to me. If it's an easy A, it's because you worked really hard and you did a bunch of stuff. You read a bunch of stuff and you watched a bunch of stuff and you did good on the quizzes. If that's easy, then good. It's an easy A. The thing is, though, people will tell you, yeah, I mean, I got an A, but it was work. Yeah, it's work. And again, it's kind of like real life. And you know, you go to work Monday morning, you put in your hours, you do the task that the company wants you to do, and you clock out on Friday and they give you a paycheck. That's the way this is working too. You don't do any work all week, no paycheck. It's as simple as that. Don't do any work all semester, you're fired. You get an F. Hey, see, F for fired. See how that works out? But nobody should fail. In fact, everybody should get an A. I want you all to get an A. It would please the punch out of me for every person to get an A because I'm giving you more opportunity than you need to get the A. That cool? So how can you get the A? Just do the damn work. Just do the damn work and do it diligently. Yeah, you know what do it means? What is diligently? It's just a fancy word for do it on a regular basis. Yes, it's due every Friday, and yes, that really sucks if you wait till Friday to do your work, but that's your choice, not mine, and that's the way it is in the workplace too. You're not going to work all week. Well, your boss is going to want you to put in some overtime on Friday afternoon, don't he? Or her? That's the way it works. Now, having said that, everybody will probably get an A, but not all of you will, and some of you will fail. Despite everything I've said, despite all the point opportunities I'm going to give you, some of you will fail. And how will people fail? It's easy. There's really just the one way. The way that people fail in this class is that they keep putting stuff off. They think in their brain, well, Boyer said, I can do whatever I want. That's true. And Boyer said that he's going to give us all these more point opportunities than we need to get an A. That's also true. But here's where the failures make their mistake. Okay, well, I didn't have time and didn't do anything this week, so I'll do twice as much next week. I got behind next week, so I'll do everything the week after that. I know I'm going to catch up on everything after Thanksgiving break. You're already failed at that point. Remember, things disappear in this class. Tons of opportunity on day one, but every week things disappear, so you simply cannot wait. If you wait till the end of the semester to get serious about this class, stick a fork in you, you're already done, okay? And the great thing we like about the Moodle system is that it will have a column. I don't know how the gradebook looks for students, but there'll be a column in the gradebook that shows you your points every second of every day throughout the entire semester. You will always know exactly what grade you have in this class. It's a little point total, a little box that shows you everything you've earned period. No excuses. I think we even have it set up to show you your class rank within the class. So if you want to think, oh, well, everybody must be failing because I'm failing, just look at your class rank column, you know. If you're ranked 2,489 out of 2,600, yeah, no, you suck. You're at the bottom of the heap. So keep that in mind. You should know everything that's going on the entire semester, more points than you need. Get fired up about it. I don't want you to fail. Don't do that. I want you to get totally engaged in all this global material, to get globally literate, to get fired up about your great global lives, because you're having a great global life already now, and you're going to travel all over the planet with your job and meet people and do exciting things. This is great. Are you ready? Then global game on. Let's go. Go get to work. Stuff's already there waiting on you. Don't wait for the rest of the people at Virginia Tech to start classes. You can get on it right now. Party on.